Huh. Well, considering how much makeup I had on my face last night, it's pretty cool that I cleaned up pretty well. Oh, I didn't even get 6 hours of sleep last night. It's almost 10 o'clock in the morning right now. That's how, well, here's the thing. I, got up and worked out, obviously. So, yeah, it was almost 3 in the morning to almost 8 o'clock. So, yeah, not even 5 hours. Holy cow. Oh, it's going to be, thank goodness it is Sunday. Let me tell you that straight up. So, yeah, a lot of people saw my, picture last night on Facebook, and I gotta say, you all really seem to like that. I was very pleasantly surprised by that. I mean, Ash Williams was the character that my costume was. Was iconic, but man, a lot of you guys really seem to take a liking to it. So before I make my NFL picks, I would like to show off some of the props that I used. For starters, Ash Williams has a sort of leather belt-like thing. So, just had 2 belts on hand. You can never have more than one. Now we get into the important stuff. This is the chainsaw. Yeah, it's basically like a cardboard box, which is essentially it's one of those Ruffies? It's one of those brands of boxes where you get garbage bags from. It was able to fit my hand. See, right there. And this is obviously cardboard and duct tape. A little bit of hot glue and some stuff to hold it all together with duct tape, obviously, to make it look like it's metal. If you guys are wondering how long I ended up cutting the cardboard, I ended up cutting a 26-inch piece, but, I want to make sure that, it could sort of fit in here. So, if you can see in there, basically I have a little handle. That's awesome. So that totally works. And this is my boomstick. Yes, made this out of cardboard and, duct tape as well. And obviously this is, a paper towel cardboard holder thing that I literally sawed in half. So it looks like it's sawed off, just like in the movie. So, yeah. All in all, I had a wonderful time at the Illegal Tap House. I guess you could say I had so much fun it was considered illegal. But seriously, it was a wonderful time. Met a lot of really nice people, fun staff. Seriously, go to the Illegal Tap House and they have illegal inmates as their uniforms. That's awesome. I love that. I love that aesthetic. It's great. They didn't really have much in the way of food though. Just hors d'oeuvres and just a cheese plate with pretzels and chips and vegetables and stuff, which is fine. But let me just say, thank goodness there was a Pudgy's Pizza open up until midnight. And thank goodness I left when I did because, I was actually really hungry. Want to make sure I look good for the costume, And if you guys are wondering, there actually was a costume contest, which, okay, it's really cool how this works. I brought my wallet all the way over there, so I don't have. But here's how the costume contest worked. If the judges throughout the night liked your costume, they would give you a golden ticket. So I'm thinking, okay, there's some pretty good costumes. There was a couple that was Ricky Bobby and his wife. There was one that was the King and the Queen of Hearts. There was Maleficent, Poison Ivy, superheroes. You name it, there was a lot of costumes there. One guy won as Bob Ross, the painter guy with the giant afro and the beard. That was really cool. He even had a paint palette too. you know, that thing that artists have, like with Pan. That was really cool. So yeah, lots of costumes. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm not gonna get a gold. I mean, my costume looks pretty good, and a lot of people do seem to like it. But there's no way I'm gonna be getting golden. Seriously, one of the judges like walked up to me, had like the ticket folded up in hand, handed it to me, and I'm like, oh, I might actually win. Holy cow! I didn't win. So around 10:45 happens, and it was actually more like 11 o'clock, but whatever. And now they're doing the costume contest. And basically, you know, in the end, it gave us an opportunity to parade our costumes, which, you know, I was able to do. I was able to flaunt it. Seriously, when I was allowed to show off my costume, I just did like a supermodel runway walk. I'm like owning it, man. It was awesome. So, you know, you gotta look nice, you know, make the ladies swoon if you can. I like that word, swoon. Anyway, so they narrowed it down to top 5, and no, I didn't get top 5. Was not one of the finalists. I mean, in case you're wondering, like the top 5 include like only one solo costume in Maleficent, which, yeah, don't get me wrong, Ash Williams is awesome and he's iconic, but it's Maleficent. She is the mistress of all evil. In a lot of respects, she may very well be the greatest Disney villain ever. So, yeah, there's that. And the other finalists were like group costumes. Like, there was one of the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus. There was like a super tall Captain Jack Sparrow and some female pirate. I think it might have been Penelope Cruz's character from On Stranger Tides. I'm surprised I remember that movie. There was like one of like Cruella de Vil and like a couple Dalmatians. Son of a gun, what was the last one? I can't remember. But yeah, there was like lots of different costumes. There was a couple that went as Cheech and Chong. Like, seriously, there was a lot of really great costumes in. Honestly, no, I'm just really happy. You know, I put in the work, I did make the costume. And, you know, I got to be, I got a golden ticket. So, yeah. Would I have wanted to win? Sure. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I really could have used the $500 cash prize, but it is what it is. You know, in the end, I had a really great time, met a lot of fun people. You know, got to meet Scott and Allie from Wink 106. I mean, yeah, so that was really cool. Actually, it was great. Allie went as, I don't really know what she went as. I think she was like some sort of like zombie, a redhead zombie or something like, no, it was like a zombie Miss Argentina or something. And Scott went as Cher. So, yeah. All in all, it was a fun time. Listened to some great music. You know, had a great time. Talking to people. It was great. Loved it. Loved every second of it. And again, to the good people at the Ill Eagle Tap House, you guys are awesome. Your facility is great. The only real flaw I have is you really need to expand your menu a little bit. I mean, a couple of specialty pizzas, tacos, and, you know, a house salad, just to name, and I literally named like just half of what, like 75% of like what the menu from Illegal Tap House is. Like the only other things I didn't mention were like shrimp cocktail and like the crab cakes. There. And the like fruit platter. Fruit and cheese plate. So yeah, I literally just gave you guys what Illegal Tap House's entire menu is, like right off the bat. I mean, I could have described the specialty pizzas, but there's only like 5 of them. So yeah, great place. Could use a little work on expanding the menu, but I don't mind it. Your food looked good. You didn't really have any of it because I didn't really have any cash on me at the time. Again, probably could have used that $500 cash prize, but it is what it is. So that took a lot longer than it should have. So let's get into the NFL Sunday picks, shall we? Okay, let's see. The Seahawks and the Falcons. I'm picking the Seahawks because, I mean, Russell Wilson is playing at MVP caliber level, and the Falcons are absolutely terrible. So the Seahawks should come out of Atlanta with a win. Chargers at the Bears. Okay, the Bears are at Soldier Field today, and the Chargers are really not living up to the expectations that everyone's been giving them. So the Bears are gonna get a W. So I'll pick the Bears. Let's see, the Giants and the Lions. It's funny, the Lions are actually playing really well, yet they're like last in their division. So it's odd when you think about it that way. But in spite of what's going on, I'll pick the Lions over the Giants. You know, Matt Stafford, I expect to have a pretty good game today. And he let one rookie QB and Kyler Murray nearly get the better of him. He's not going to let Daniel Jones do that either. Just saying. Let's see, the Jets and the Jaguars. Two teams that really are not very good, but one is clearly better than the other, and I'm picking the Jaguars over the Jets. That goes without saying. Let's see, the Bengals and the Rams. Now, unfortunately for the Rams as of late, their overall scheme is becoming unraveled. And more teams are figuring out closer and closer ways of how to beat them. I mean, to be perfectly honest, the Browns should have beaten the Rams because Jared Goff has just been a turnover machine lately. However, the Bengals really are not very good. There's a reason why they're the last in the AFC North. So, I'll pick the Rams over the Bengals. Let's see, the Buccaneers and the Titans. You know what? I'm just going to say right now, the Buccaneers have actually been very surprising. Jameis Winston's been playing a lot better. Probably thanks to Bruce Arians as the coach. He's the quarterback whisperer, you know. And the Titans have just been struggling all season, so I am picking the Buccaneers over the Titans. So now we get into a game I've really been wanting to talk about. As you guys know, my Cowboys just had a win over the Philadelphia Eagles, which was fantastic. That makes me so happy when the Eagles lose. Anyway, so the Eagles are going to try find a way to bounce back. There's just one problem with that sort of plan, and that is you're going up against the Buffalo Bills. As of right now, the best team in the state of New York. And it's not even close right now. So, to all my Buffalo Bills fans, I just have two things to say to you, okay? All fans who are Buffalo Bills, all people who watch these videos who are fans of the Buffalo Bills, you know who you are. I just have two things to say to you. One, I will be rooting for the Buffalo Bills. In fact, I'm actually picking them to win. And two, I have but one request of all of you. Please get loud today. Because I want my Cowboys to be 2 wins ahead of the Eagles, please. Thank you. And there we go. Had to get that out of the way. So, let's see. The Broncos and the Colts. I'm picking the Colts. Like, the Broncos had that one little stint where they were good, but now they're not, so I'm picking the Colts. Let's see. The Saints and the Cardinals. Ooh. If this was Drew Brees against Kyler Murray, I would take Drew Brees. Actually, you know what? Now I think about it, the Saints have been playing really well in spite of the fact that Drew Brees is out. As much as I love Kyler Murray, I love Chandler Jones, I love me some T. Suggs, you know, Patrick Pearson, Larry Fitzgerald, those guys. I'm sorry to say, but if the Cardinals are going to the Superdome, there's only one outcome that's going to happen. So, I'm picking the Saints to win. Sorry, Cardinals fans. But if it's any consolation, that's one game where I hope I'm wrong. Let's see. The Panthers and the 49ers. Ooh. This is a matchup that intrigues me to a lot of degrees. I'll tell you why. On the one hand, the 49ers are playing a lot better than probably everybody anticipated. In fact, outside of the New England Patriots, they're the only team that's undefeated right now. Pretty cool. George Kittle is definitely leading that offense in a way that a great tight end does. In fact, when the time comes, he's going to be remembered alongside great tight ends like, Jason Witten and, even Zach Ertz. Hey, I may not like the Eagles, but I like players on the Eagles. I like Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is cool. So, there's that. However, the Carolina Panthers have an MVP caliber player in Christian McCaffrey. So, this is tough. If the 49ers are able to stop Christian McCaffrey, and the 49ers have a really great defense too. If they can stop Christian McCaffrey, they can win and remain undefeated. So, as much as I love Christian McCaffrey, unfortunately, I'm going to have to give it to the Niners. I like George Kittle too. Plus, again, the 49ers defense is like lights out. It's starting to become borderline great, actually. So, yeah. Let's see. The Raiders and the Texans. Let's see. The Raiders that near shell their former selves, or the Texans. Deshaun Watson, J.J. Watt, David Clowney. All those guys. Actually, David Clowney's not there. DeAndre Hopkins. Those guys. Yeah, I'm picking the Texans over the Raiders. See. Man, I knew the Browns would face I knew Baker Mayfield was going to face Tom Brady at some point. I forgot it was today. A couple of people actually have the Browns winning over the Patriots. I, however, do not. The Browns are going to Foxborough. Baker Mayfield and that team are young, but they have a lot to learn before they even have any hope of winning any sort of Super Bowl contention. So I'm picking the Patriots over the Browns. Sorry, Browns fans. And let's see, the Packers and the Chiefs. Now, Pat Mahomes, as we all know, just got hurt recently. So with that said, if, by some miracle, Pat Mahomes is actually able to play today, and they are in Arrowhead, then they have a chance against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. So, with that said, this is really hard for me to do. So, because I don't really like Aaron Rodgers. You guys all know this. But I can't deny that if Pat Mahomes is out, the Packers pretty much almost have this. I mean, they are at Arrowhead. So, they have that going against them. This is very difficult for me to decide. You know what? The Chiefs, even though Pat Mahomes was playing at an MVP level, I'm going to say this. This is a more than perfect opportunity for the Chiefs to prove that even without Patrick Mahomes, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. So I'm picking the Chiefs over the Packers. And those are all my picks right now. So I have the Seahawks, the Bears, the Lions, the Jaguars, the Rams, the Buccaneers. Let's go, Buffalo. I forgot to say the Bears. Okay. So the Colts, the Saints, the 49ers, the Texans, the Patriots, and the Chiefs. So feel free to, agree or disagree or, whatever have you. There was actually one thing I wanted to talk about as well. I almost forgot what it was, now I remember. And that's yesterday afternoon, I actually went to my very first Horseheads football game in over a decade, which, gotta say, it's kind of nice. I was there for senior day. I only stayed for the first half. Not even all the first half either. So, I mean, the score was 27-3. So, yeah. Pretty obvious that the Horseheads had this. I mean, Ithaca really isn't very good. if I remember correctly. So, yeah. And as long as oh, never mind. I was looking up to see if Trinity-Pawling won their game, but they didn't. Oh well. This now makes their record 3-3. So they still have Brunswick and Kent, and Kent's going to be at home. So hopefully we'll be able to watch a live stream on that, and I'll be able to do something I always want to do in these videos. But I can't really do it now. But here's hoping that Trinity-Pawling varsity football beats both Brunswick and Kent, so I can do it twice. Because it's actually a tradition I would like to very much be able to do for later years. So, yeah. You know, again, I just want to also say, thank goodness Pudgy's actually was open until like midnight, because I was just in the mood for craving wings again. I mean, I love wings. I mean, again, the wings at Pudgy's aren't as good as like Bernie Murray's or Elbow Room or Lakeside or Pleasant or just the Valley Inn up at Cuca Lake. But you know what? They're good. I highly recommend Pudgy's wings. And that's all I gotta say. So like, favorite, share, that, subscribe button, follow me on social media platforms, and turn those videos on YouTube. I'm very humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. I hope we all have a wonderful Sunday. You're ready to watch some football. Remember, if you guys want to talk, channel is me here. And always have your back. Take care. And make good choices. And one final time, Buffalo Bills fans, please get loud.